I'm about to break down the top 50 fantasy basketball players into tiers. Find out who's outperforming expectations, who you should trade for, and who can help you upgrade your lineup before your league figures it out. We believe every NBA fan should play fantasy basketball. I'll start by saying that we don't normally do this, right? We typically run down the list from hashtag basketball's rankings and projections. And what we did was we talked to our community. We talked to our people, and it was like, yo, Robbin, we really want to see some of those tier videos that you did during the offseason. And they also want rest of season rankings. So a lot of what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks is sharing like the current rankings based on per game performance for points leagues. What we're going to do now is take a look beyond, like, what do we expect for the season? Now, as a baseline, I'm using hashtag basketball's default projections for points leagues. So I have all of these players lined up in the order according to what hashtag basketball has. And what I'm going to do is kind of make some adjustments and tweak it as we go along and have some fun. If you like this video, please let us know in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to us. And if you want to be an overachiever, feel free to hit the hype button. Let's dig into it. So the first tier, we're not going to put Jokic in his own tier here. During our draft season, we were putting Jokic and Wemby in their own tier. For this, we're going to actually put our top 5 guys in that S tier. So we got Jokic, who is number 1 right now. We have Giannis, who is number 2 right now. Giannis seems like he doesn't want to be number 2. Then we got number 3 is Luka. Number 4 at the time of me scraping my data was SGA. And then number 5 was Wemby. So let's take a peek just to make sure I'm on point. I got Jokic, Giannis, Luka, SGA, Wemby. You see what I'm doing here? I'm working. So we're going to leave this tier as is for now. And let me know if you guys disagree with any of this. We would love to get your feedback here in the comments, but also in our Discord community. If you haven't joined our Discord community, you have to do so. It's absolutely free to join. All you have to do is visit believeinfantasy.com to pull up. Now let's get into the second tier. So now we're going to go into that A tier. And the next, because I only have 5 tiers total and we're doing 50 players, there's going to be a lot of players in these next few tiers. But I want to reserve this tier for now for these 5 players. There's another player I might move in there later on in the episode, but we'll see how that goes. So number 6 right now, at the time of grabbing this info, is Cade Cunningham. So he starts off our A tier. For the projections, they have Şengün up here as well. I don't know if he'll make the cut. And this guy, they have him there. He is not going to stay there. I'm going to move Pascal Siakam down. But so far, we got Cade, we got Şengün, and we got your man Siakam. Now, this guy, Tyrese Maxey, I don't know if he's going to stay here. He might move up too. And this gentleman, Paolo Banchero, he's been having a tough year. So far, we got Cade, Şengün, Pascal, Maxey, Paolo Banchero, all in the A tier right now. And we're going to also move Anthony Edwards up into that. We got Karl Anthony Towns up in there as well. And again, remember, this is based on the default projections for points leagues according to hashtag basketball. So this is different than their rankings. So some of these guys aren't performing as well. Some are performing better based on their rankings, which is based on like current performance, right? Their per game performance. This is not that. This is the rest of season projections. Where do we see them going? And again, I can just show you here for reference. You see we got Cade, Şengün, Siakam, Maxey, Paolo, Anthony Edwards, Cat, Harden, and then we got Jaylen Brown down here. So Jaylen Brown, will bring him up for now and bring him right after Harden. And then we have, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and round it out to 10 here. So we'll keep this as is for now. And once we get all of these players into tiers, I'm going to make some adjustments. And again, I'd love your feedback. If you guys have some input on this, let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions. So the beginning of the B tier, we're going to go with Donovan Mitchell. Then we're going to go Sabonis. Then we're going to go Devin Booker. Then we're going to go Kawhi Leonard. Right after Devin Booker, we got Kawhi Leonard. Then we got Scotty Too Hotty Barnes. Then we got Josh the Gedla Giddey. Then we got my man Alex Sarr. Oh my God, this is crazy, yo. This is crazy work. I don't give a shit, Sue puppy, who you are, but if you drafted Alex Sarr, you are a winner at life. I'm just saying. After Alex Sarr, we got Jalen Brunson. Then we got AR-15, Austin Reeves, and then we got Evan Mobley. So we'll hold there. And then we'll go to the next tier. Before we jump back into the show, I want to give a big shout out to Fantasy Roundup, one of the most elite resources and tools for fantasy managers who are trying to dominate this season and for years to come. You know how it is. You got your waiver wire priority, but you don't want to burn it on a player that might hit and might miss. So what you do is you set your alarm clock for like 3 o'clock in the morning and you wake up before your league mates to grab that player without having to burn your waiver priority. What if I told you there was a way to do that in an automated workflow so you can actually sleep through the night? Let's jump into Fantasy Roundup and I'll show you how it works. So here we are on Fantasy Roundup. I have it connected to my ESPN account. You can also connect it to your Yahoo. As you can see here, my team is totally stacked. I got Wemby, I got Amin Thompson. This is an 8-team league, so I got tons of great players. But let's say there's somebody on the waiver wire that I actually want to grab. I click auto waiver here. Once I click auto waiver, you'll see my roster and I decide which players I would like to drop from my team. I have 2 Duns, guys who are done. I got Ryan Dunn, finished, and Chris Dunn, finished. And then you just click on the bottom here where it says select players to add. So here we are in the waiver wire free agent pool. There are a couple of players that I've been looking at, and I want to make sure I can secure them without burning my waiver priority. The first one is Matas Buzeles, who is available. And then we have Kevin Porter Jr. All I have to do now is schedule the swap. As you can see here, I have the swap scheduled for November 9th at 3 a.m. Now I just click review and confirm. I give it one last check, and after that, I click confirm swap. So no more waking up at 3 a.m. to go sneak and grab players off the waiver wire. You can let the system do it for you. And the great news, Fantasy Roundup is offering a 7-day free trial. So you can try this out yourself. If you decide that you want to keep it long-term, it's only $6 a month. You'll find more info in the pinned comment and the description below. Or just visit fsroundup.com. Check it out and start your free trial today. Your future self and your fantasy record will thank you. Now let's get back to the show. Now at the top of our C tier, we have De'Aaron Fox. After De'Aaron Fox, we got what appears to be my man, Julius Randle. Man, he is having a heck of a season. Then we got Amin Thompson, who is disappointed so far. Bam Adebayo, also underperforming. And then we got Steph Curry way down here. Let me see good God. Man, these guys are brutal. Let me see. Yo, Steph Curry down at 30. That's wild work. Then we got Franz Wagner. Then we got Trey Murphy III. Jamal Murray, all in the C tier. Lauri Markkanen, who is going off, y'all. He is cooking. KD, oh my gosh. That is crazy work. We might have to do another tier. Jeez Louise, that's crazy. I might have to do an audible and just do another tier. Should I do another tier? I might have to do another tier. We don't have to. No, we're not gonna do another tier. We're not gonna do another tier. Okay, we'll stick to the plan. We'll stick to the plan. But this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and add J-Dub to this C tier. We'll add J-Dub to the C tier. We'll add Chet to the C tier as well. We'll move De'Aaron Fox up to the B tier really quick, just to kind of. I'm gonna leave Julius Randle where he is. Then I'm gonna move. We'll continue according to the flow of the actual projections here. Okay, so we'll stick to this. So after Jalen Williams, we have Chet Holmgren. Then we have Dyson Daniels. He'll be the first person on our D tier. Then we have Anthony Davis, yo. They got Anthony Davis, and he's after Dyson Daniels. We got Dyson Daniels at 38, and Anthony Davis is 39. Wow. Then we got Derek White, Miles Bridges, Denny Abdia, Zubats, Duran, LeBron James. LeBron G League James. Oh my gosh. Then we got Tyler Hero De Niro, King Cooper Flag, John Morant. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Zion, speaking of mighty have fallen. And then that's the top 50, right? So the last person in our top 50 here should be Zion Williamson. Now, these players were below top 50. So we got LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, and Trae Young. I brought them up because I was like, what? And we're talking projections, right? We're not even talking per game production or anything like that. We're talking about where do we think they'll go. So I don't know if it's like a mathematic algorithm that creates this or not. I'm just going off like the eye test here, right? So this is where #basketballs, this is their actual projections as of the time of recording this episode, right? We're in week 5 of the NBA fantasy basketball season. So I'm going to make some changes here. The first change is going to be a major change. I might have to get some freaking sound effects for this one because this is something that I was high on this guy before. I wasn't this high. This is official bath salt K2 level, like zombie mode, like high, what this dude is doing. From the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm jumping out on a limb, and I am bringing Tyrese Maxey into the first tier. Huh? There was a year where we saw SGA ascend into where he is now. Mark my freaking words. This is the season for Tyrese Maxey. This is that season. This is the leap. We've been watching him and kind of seeing. No, man. It's happening in real time before our eyes. And I am so excited about it. Again, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, we were so high on him. We were right. Whoopity-doo. Like, we was not this high. We was definitely like, yo, he might be a first-round dude. Like, let's look at him. I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. So I'm moving him into the first tier. Let me know if you agree with that one. Next up, I think I'm good on first tier. I'm not moving anybody else up in the first tier, but I'm about to move somebody out of the A tier. That second tier, huh? I'm about to move somebody out of there. It is your man's in them, Pascal Siakam. There's a number of reasons why. But the primary reason is right now he's not producing on that level. I'm not projecting or predicting that he will do more than what he's doing now. So I'm as a courtesy for this week, I'm gonna move him down to the B tier. I'm tempted to move him to the C tier, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be respectful. He's a champion. I respect it. But when you move somebody down, you gotta move somebody up. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up to that A tier my man, Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker has underperformed. We know it. Many people were drafting him in that first round, late first round area, early second round area. Some were even going like jumping out the window like Ron Browse, grabbing him in that like top 7, top 8 area. I was not there. But listen, I still think he's going to have a strong finish. And I want Devin Booker on my team more than I want Pascal Siakam. If we just going to compare apples to apples, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else here, actually, let's look at this. So Cade, I'm tempted to move Cade up into the S tier maybe next week. Let's keep it right here. He's banged up. Paolo has been stinking up the joint. Harden has been on one. Jaylen Brown, I don't know if I'm feeling this. So I'm going to move Jaylen Brown down as well. And I'm going to move up. Oh, man. I'm going to move up. Oh, man. I'm going to move up my man Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to bring Donovan Mitchell up into that A tier. I'm going to bring him up into that A tier. The player that's really interesting to me is Josh the Giddler Gidley. Josh the Giddler Giddy. Like you guys know, I was like, Josh Giddey top 10 is crazy work. But right now, according to rankings and current production, he is in the top 10. So the Giddler, although I'm not going to move him up into the next tier, it's worth noting that he's a player we want to pay attention to when we do these top 50 videos. Okay, so other than that, I feel really okay with all of this. I wouldn't say I'm confident, especially when it comes to players like Domantas Sabonis, who I would pray would turn it around. Players like Scotty Barnes, who's having kind of a breakout right now, right? And might need to move up. I'm going to just leave this all here for now, and I feel stabilized. Next tier, Amin Thompson is disappointed this season. So I'm going to leave him where he is. Steph Curry has been cooking, yo. Steph Curry's been cooking. Lauri Markkanen has been cooking. KD has been okay. I'm moving Steph Curry up. I'm sorry. The man dropped 40-something the other. I think 46 the other night. Come on, man. And KD has been producing. I can't really mess with Julius Randle. I won't move him up because I don't believe it yet. And J-Dub has been banged up. So I'm going to leave everybody else there. And you know what? Let's do it. You want, let's go there. Lauri Markkanen, yo. Lauri Markkanen is going off. We moving Lauri Markkanen up. We're going to move him up a tier. Forget it. We doing it. Okay. So for the next tier where we got Dyson Daniels, we got to move Anthony Davis up. Like, come on. That's just disrespectful. I'm not going to move him up to B tier yet because he's been banged up, but that's just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And the King, a.k.a. LeBron G League James, we're going to leave him there as well because he ain't played. So maybe next week. Trae Young, banged up. We'll move him into the D tier right now. So he can go D tier. Darius Garland, we haven't seen enough of him. We're going to bring him up to the D tier. LaMelo Ball, we have seen enough of. I don't know what they're thinking, but this is going to be a drastic one. We are moving LaMelo Ball all the way up to the A tier. Forget that. I don't give a crap what y'all say. On a per-game basis, the issue that they have here, if you look at the projections, I have to dig to see if I can find his name, but they believe that he's only going to play 30-something games. And I think that is what is hurting his value. So they got LaMelo at 54, actually. And right here, you can see they have him projected to play only 48 games. So I think that's a reason why they're projecting him low. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, your man is pretty healthy right now. Now, I believe they're creating some kind of a plan for him so that way he can remain healthy when they need him the most. But what are we doing here? LaMelo Ball is cooking right now. So I'm going to bring him up into that A tier. Now that you know the top 50 players, check out this episode with all of our waiver wire targets for week 5.